All right, hello and welcome back to the Crossword Vlog, aka Clog, Thursday edition, and we're on a bit of a streak edition. You may notice there's no Wednesday episode. I actually just solved that maybe 20 minutes ago. I'd started it during the day, and yeah, I don't know. It wasn't ripe conditions for recording, but here we are on the Thursday, hoping to extend our streak to 11. Let's get it done. Um, Okay, markers of a sort might end in S. Taken care of. eh, Maybe like, I was going to say settled, but that doesn't fit. Um, okay, so one's touch to be of service. That's probably something that you have to touch to make it work. Um, okay, babe in the pasture. Maybe the name of some animal, infant. Maybe lamb. Lambs are in pastures. Stead. That means like in someone's place, in someone's stead. Um, I know Alpo is a dog food brand, so T-bones sound sort of like a thing that you might give dogs. This might be like all like something along those lines, or like uh yeah, I don't know, something seems a little off here. Pashmina fabric. So this could totally be wrong, and this could be cashmere. Could believe that. Years ago. Hmm, not sure. Okay, let's just take a look at the revealer, see what's going on maybe. Where you may go after reaching an impasse, or a hint for solving the starred clues. Oh, wow, these are really interesting. So one thing I notice is that all of these, maybe that's wrong. I was gonna say all of these things are at intersections with each other. Um, but yeah, this one's on its own, kind of. It intersects with a revealer, as is this one. So I wonder if that's just a coincidence. Um, like this would be captions, like that'd be my understanding, but clearly that doesn't fit. So I think I'm just gonna ignore those for now and then um, come back to those. River whose celestial mirror is the Milky Way. Could it be the river Styx? Um, I just maybe I don't know what a celestial mirror is, to be honest. Um, so I was just thinking of mythological rivers. Okay. In the 1830s, what particles might Michael Faraday um, have proposed? And like what particles are only 4 letters long? Um, that's a bit confusing to me. Maybe ions, atoms missing or having an extra electron either way. Um, and then this could be sonnets, markers of a sort. Okay. Can't think of any rivers off the top of my head that are 4 letters and start with N. Blue and gold. Is that Duke? I think Duke is blue and white, actually. All right. Anyway, we'll just leave that blank for now. This might be like something out, like tear out, or the letters look quite good here. So I was thinking like maybe this H looks a little rough because yeah, tear out would be nice. But SPALCA all look quite good, and this could be calf in lieu of instead of. Others, maybe that's E, and then misleadingly plausible. So I think a specious connection is what that is. So maybe it's something like that. Fasciost. That doesn't seem right. So I think I'm still missing something about the theme. Um, I wonder if it's like a wraparound thing. Let's take a look at where all these are. This one can't possibly wrap around. I was like wondering if it was going to be like specious, something like that. Um, Political groups. Yeah. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave that for now and I'll come back. They should just go ahead and do that. I wanted it to be something them, like let them, but um, obviously that doesn't fit. Campaign to influence emotions and morale. Um, it's like a, yeah, I can't think of a word for that. Multi-episode pilot. Um, so yeah, usually the pilot in this context would be the first episode of a TV show, but maybe pilot is meant in the like flying aircraft sense. That's Weeds, I think. I think I watched like the first episode of that. Overdo it as an actor. I think emote, just like overemphasize things. That could be right. The letters look all right. Foolish expedient for making idle people believe they're doing something very clever when they are only wasting their time. Wow, Shaw, you're kind of going in on people. It's a little rude. Um, um, yeah, not sure. I think llanos are grasslands in South America. I think that's just what that is. Port type, maybe a USB port. Skosh. What's the... Hmm, what's the ask, maybe? It's possible. That one's another one of the themers. So I think, is that like Clark Kent and someone Lane? Um, I don't, I mean, that's the only Kent that I know of, like Superman, Clark Kent. Um, but I don't, I wouldn't know what his coworkers were anyway. So maybe male zebras are called bulls. I could, oh wait, that's another one of those themers. So who knows what's supposed to be filled in there. Wriggler, Wrangler. So what things wriggle? Like worms, I guess. Oh, I think that's Tao Te Ching. Could also be a D, maybe. Has the wherewithal, maybe can. You can do something. Have the wherewithal to do it. Apple varieties. Okay. Did not know there was a Mexican version of Survivor, so can't even guess at that. Aloe is a succulent that soothes you, especially with sunburns and such. That's my cue. Maybe I'm on. Let's check these downs. A noob, that's leet speak. Um, Honestly, rookie might be ROOKI3, maybe even 1-3. So perhaps the cluer is a bit of a noob themselves. It's got to be Elmo. He's a Muppet, right? Is that is that right? Um, that's another themer. Holds up. Maybe robs a bank, holds up a bank. Hot air. If you're spewing out hot air, you're sort of, I don't know, saying a lot without saying a lot. If you catch my drift. Um, Causes of stress. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure out this themer stuff, don't you worry. Breaks down, maybe like cries. Knee pads in roller derby. Okay. Figures on a balance sheet. I mean, yeah, it could be a lot. I mean, it's like expenses or something along those lines. Okay, another themer. A lot of people take the SAT in high school. Um, yeah, what's the word for this? Gets more complex as a mystery. Um, like deepens, like the or get more, not gets more. So yeah, deepen could work. Um, I, I was thinking maybe this is actually iPads, and then this could be the ACT. Um, that's the themer. Take a stride with pride. An ester is a fragrant compound. And this would be, fiery feelings would be like passion. Um, yeah, so there's something going on with the whole answer not being written out, but um, still not sure exactly what that is. Maybe push out. Maybe strut. That's sort of like a confident walk. This could be like wham or bam or pow, something of the sort. They were sewer turtles, I think. Let 'em. There we go. Not let them, let him. So I was on the right track, I suppose. Shiny coat. Sorry about the sirens. Shiny coat. Yeah, not sure. Picasso. Maybe YMCAs. They generally have gyms and pools. I don't know what HRH is. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life, to be honest. And I also just haven't heard of either of those. Save them for a snowy day. Save, maybe sleds. Ah, chess. There we go. Idle people believe they are doing something very clever. They're only wasting their time. Honestly, that's, I've played my fair share of chess. I think he's just being a little bit sour grapesy there. Like it's okay to not like something, but like that doesn't mean it's a waste of time? I don't know, it just seems unnecessarily hostile. I think if you have this sort of worldview, you should reevaluate why you are investing energy into disliking something that other people like, especially something as harmless as a little game of chess. Save them. Yeah, so this could still be sleds. Um, Skinny. So this might be like, because there's a question mark, like when someone asks for the skinny on something, it's like the like high level details. Um, but still can't think of anything that fits. SOS, save our souls, and that is palindromic. Cartridge filler, toner, like in an inkjet printer, back to something. Let's take a look at this again. I'm just going to take out USB. That wasn't really helping. A yearning is like a desire. That can be right. Uh, Maybe an eeler, someone who catches eels. Eels wriggle. And a wrangler is someone who gets them under control in some way. Held dear could be loved. Yeah, this is like vicarious. Vicar is a thing. Alia, probably, and then faction. Specious. Vicarious. So I'm starting to see a pattern. It's where like um, you chop off the suffix of the thing, and it still is a word after that. I don't think that's all there is going on here, but faction, specious, vicarious, and vicar is some sort of religious or some sort of thing. Um, okay. Concerning, as to, maybe like as to that, concerning that, but I'm not super confident on that. Maybe Mac Pros, Apple as in the technology company. So that actually works with as too. I was thinking maybe La Isla, like the island. Disco club or cabaret club. Studying, and a stud is also a thing, okay. Breaks down, sobs, yeah, so like crying, and then missions. Miss is also a thing. Um, so captions, but capped that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, below, erupt, figures on a balance sheet might be debts, and then a cub is, yeah, fair enough. Baby bear, maybe tort law is a thing. Contentious, tension, okay. I'm kind of struggling to see the point of this theme, to be quite honest. Um, but maybe it'll all come together at the end. Uh, Inappropriately jocular. Okay. Yeah, so this is passion. Facetious, maybe. and facet as a thing. What's worrying is I fear smirch could be mar someone's reputation. And this is like probably wham or bam. So probably M there. Not sure though. Sick is like a um, editor's mark to be like, okay, I know this person I'm quoting made a mistake, but I'm leaving it in because that's what they said. Maybe lacquer, like a lacquered wooden table. Back to square. Ah, back to square one. Interesting. Okay. IOUs, maybe? So, specious. I see. Vicarious. I see. And then factions. Okay, this is pretty cute, actually. Um, so yeah, to formalize what's going on here, the highlighted answers, the full answer goes back to square one. So pash ins. So the down ones go back to square one going in the down direction, and the acrosses go back to square one in the across direction. Um, yeah, so that's pretty cute. Um, all right, maybe on me, or maybe on it. Years ago, yeah, you something. All right, okay. I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna come back to that area now that I understand that. Um, so this is gonna be something I, O, and S. Yeah, which ones don't I have? It's just this one and this one. So Dolesville, tin or tedious. Um, maybe they're Danish people. Save them and then sleds. Okay, skinny. Oh, dermal, relating to the skin, like your epidermis or dermatologist. What's the what's the use maybe, and then USB? A skosh of something, a dab of something. Okay, Ruby D. I guess he was a Pablo. Um, and then I guess Olson. It's the only name sounding thing, or at least the most likely one. It helps you find your balance. I mean, I was gonna say arm, um, like what else? Uh, an arm, an arm does help balance. It's not the first thing I would have thought of, but okay. I do like on it there. It just wasn't quite helping me with other things. Um, taken care of. Okay, what if this is wham or bam or pieces of poetry? Oh, stanzas. Zap. Um, a psyop. Like a psychological operation. Taken care of. Maybe UCLA. Okay, we'll put that in. If this was that, I guess the Nile River. And then years ago, once, scene two, tar someone's reputation. And then maybe stallions. And an ATM gives you your money balance. and part of HRH. I guess it's got to be His Royal Highness and Han. Like I could just guess the letter here, but I just want to understand what I'm putting in. Um, HAN, multi-episode pilot. I don't understand. Multiple episode pilot. Huh. Yeah, I can't think of what that has to do with Han, but guess that's right. Um, let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. Yeah, I'm still sort of bewildered by multi-episode pilot. Maybe there's some famous pilot named Han. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. But yeah, let's think about this. I think it was a cute theme. Um, I think it was pretty creative. Back to square one, interpreted literally. Um, I think I was sort of saying to myself, what's the use? A lot. Well, like first discovering this theme, it's just like, what? You're really just lopping off the end of a word. But I get it. I think I think it holds up as a concept. The it did sort of just feel like these were sort of randomly strewn about. Um, Not the end of the world, but like some of these shorter versions are just not that exciting, like Capped or like Ted. They're just sort of like randomly in there. I think I also feel like there just wasn't any interesting long fill other than Back to Square One, which credit where credit's due is quite solid. But yeah, like lacquer, knee pads, cashmere, nothing too sparkling or interesting. Um, and so that's sort of a downer on a theme that does not, it's more interesting conceptually than interesting in the solving experience, I would say. Honestly, probably like PSYOP is probably the most interesting fill in the whole thing. Yeah, nothing else really um, tickled my like this is really cool instinct. So yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. I think it's just sort of straight average, perhaps a little lower, just for the complete lack of any sort of interesting fill. The theme concept I think is quite solid and holds up. It's just that the rest of the fill was kind of boring. Um, but yeah, I still enjoyed the solving experience all in all. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.